You're glowing, you color and fracture the light. You can't help but shine. And I know that you carry the world on your back. But look at you tonight. The lights, your face, your eyes, exploding like fireworks in the sky. Sapphire, your body pushing the party. I could do this all week. We'll be dancing till the morning, go to bed, we won't sleep. Chumma, 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 kiss it, body, body, touching on your body while you're pushing on me. Don't you in the party? I could do this all week. We'll be dancing till the morning, go to bed, we won't sleep. Chumma, 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 kiss it, body, body. Look what we found. Karma reached out into our hearts and pulled us to our feet now. You know the truth is, we could disappear anywhere as long as I got you there. When the sun dies, till the day shines. When I'm with you, there's not enough time. You are my spring flower, watching you bloom. Wow, we are surrounded, but I can only see the lights. Your face, your eyes, exploding like fireworks in the sky. Sapphire, touching your body while you're pushing on me. Don't you in the party? I could do this all week. We'll be dancing till the morning, go to bed, we won't sleep. Chumma, 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 kiss it, daddy, body. Touching on your body while you're pushing on me. Don't you in the party? I could do this all week. We'll be dancing till the morning, go to bed, we won't sleep. Chumma, 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 kiss it, daddy, body. You're glowing, you're glowing. You color and fracture the light. Look at you tonight.
ਉਂਗੜਾ ਚ ਪਾ ਕੇ ਤੂੰ ਦਨਕ ਫਿਰਦੀ ਕੀ ਵੇ ਰੱਬ ਨੇ ਦੋਨਾੜਾ ਉਤੇ ਨੀਲਮ ਜੜੇ ਚਮ 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 ਕੇ ਸਿਤਾਰੇ ਵਰਗੀ
Touching on your body while you're pushing on me. Don't you in the party? I could do this all week. We'll be dancing till the morning, go to bed, we won't sleep. Chumma, 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 kiss it, daddy, body. Touching on your body while you're pushing on me. Don't you in the party? I could do this all week. We'll be dancing till the morning, go to bed, we won't sleep. Chumma, 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 kiss it, daddy, body. Your face, your eyes, exploding like fireworks in the sky.
Hello. Welcome in, everybody. So, goodness gracious, what a freaking day. So I went live on, well, actually I was live with Sweet Cheeks for a while. And then, I went live on, my channel to try to get some, sorry y'all. I went live on my channel to try to get some gloves, and Lord have mercy. So how is everybody today? I'm good. I'm really good. Today has been a good day. And like I said, I went live with Sweet Cheeks, and that was fun. And then I went on my own and did some some battles to try to get some gloves because I've got a big battle at 8 o'clock tonight. And the lady that I have the battle with, she's got a really good team. So I was trying to get enough gloves so that, because it's the best out of 3. So we got to win 2. So I made sure that I had enough gloves that if I needed to, I could throw a glove every 30 seconds during all 3 matches. So I got enough gloves for that. And hopefully everybody who has gloves shows up. So that way it should work out well. What do you mean, Stitch? Oh, are they saying something else about me being on camera? Yeah, I'm used to it. It's at 8 Central. My battle's at 8 Central. I'm going to start it around 7:45. Oh, Are You Woke made another video about me. You know what's interesting about that they keep making these videos, and I don't know what or who they're trying to impress here. I don't know who they think that their video is going to be, who's going to care, because quite frankly, the only person that I give 2 shits what they say or what they think is Sweet Cheeks. And he was literally on here last night when I was on camera. He's always wanting me to go on camera. I don't know who it is on that channel. That's what I'm saying, Christy. I mean, seriously? About my boobs? Yes, I have big boobs and they sag to my knees. And yeah, this is the first time they've had. Well, no. They were talking about my boobs in another picture. In one of the pictures that I posted in that back from, I think it was Christmas, I had on that velvet shirt, and they said that I needed a better support bra because my boobs were under my arms. Well, here's the thing about them. When they're as big as mine are, they sort of do whatever they want to. And I had on a sports bra in that particular picture. What do your boobs look like? Are you woke? I bet they're absolutely perfect, aren't they? Store-bought. And I said that about the camera falling or the screen last night because I didn't have a bra on. And what does it matter? Oh, Shadow Dancer. Okay. Well, NTs and apple bottom jeans. Here's the thing about these people. They want so badly for me to feel badly about myself because that makes them feel better. When they constantly go at me and my appearance or whatever else, it makes them feel better. I guess it makes them feel better about themselves. I'm not really sure. However, here's the thing. Well, Stitch, this is what they do. And all of these people act like whatever, and they are literally my biggest fans. They see things that people who have followed me for years don't even notice because they literally watch frame by frame to try to catch me in the worst possible pose or at the worst possible angle so that they can take a screenshot and make a video or a post. But yet they hide behind fake ass profiles and fake names because they're too much of a pussy to put their real identity and what they look like out there. Because they know that people would do the same thing to them. And I would bet, just like with Nikki. Oh no, Gentleman Jack. Apparently, they've made a video about my boobs. Well, let me see. Let me go get. Oh, shit, I don't care. Let me go see if I can find it. Well, they have 451 subscribers. How low do they go? Okay.
Do your boobs hang low? Can you swing them to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Do your boobs hang low? Can you swing them to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you swing them over your shoulder like a regimental soldier? Do your boobs hang low?
What in the actual fuck did I just watch? Here's the link. You can't even see, really. Hold on.
Do your boobs hang low? Can you swing them to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Do your boobs hang low? Can you swing them to and fro? Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow? Can you swing them over your shoulder like a regimental soldier? Do your boobs hang low? Do your boobs hang low? Can you
Y'all. They really are obsessed. What? You couldn't even see. You couldn't even see my boobs.
Well, I feel ripped off.
Well, I do too.
Is my fan too loud, Natasha? Can you hear it in the background?
No, it's fine. So the video description says, "How low do they go?"
boobs
Shit. How low do they go, Coops? Another awesome video by Big Boss Hog on TikTok. Bruh, that's some low-hanging fruit you got there. When you body and look shame everyone else's cam slips, what do you expect? Tag, you're it. Scotty's over there laughing at it. River Rat. Ruth Ann, Wyoming. Somebody named Kendra Page. Liken. Dawn MFNK. I mean, that's it.
I don't know. Are you going to be okay?
I don't know.
Yeah. It really got you.
I'm completely bereft over
about immature content again.
What weren't people saying that Sweet Cheeks and I were immature?
Yeah.
Yet you're making a song about your boobs hanging low.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That is true. That is true, Stitch. I don't think she thought it was funny when it was her tatas being talked about.
I just I don't even know much about what to say.
Yeah.
So apparently, I know, Louise. I feel ripped off too.
Really? I know, it's like false advertising, right, Inties? It's like,
and if they sent that to Sweet Cheeks, I can tell you he's going to be disappointed. Because they send him everything else. And if they send him that, he's really going to be disappointed when he wakes up.
yeah. It's clickbait.
Wow. So anyhow, Sweet Cheeks and I had a really long conversation last night and about all of this mess. And it amazes me at how he is so much more he just really doesn't. Well, he did get mad at one point last night, but that's a whole nother story. At one point he was demanding their channel links. But
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Gentleman Jack. There's certain things. He's really chill until he thinks that something actually hurts me, and then forget it. And
Right.
we had a really long conversation last night about all this shit. And I mean, as good of a conversation as we can have since we don't understand each other. And and when his wife isn't trying to butt in and get his attention, or he doesn't need to go and feed his children,
Right.
or his newest gay date isn't knocking at the door. So we were talking about all this stuff and all of these and whatever. And that's the thing, Candy. No, he doesn't deserve all of this. He doesn't. And he has literally done absolutely nothing except be good to me. That's it. And they can say whatever they want to about him, but they don't know him. They don't have conversations about him. Man of mystery. What, Tom? Well, he is a mystery according to them. Well, no, I didn't do anything to them. You're right, I didn't. But he definitely didn't do anything to them. He just comes over here because he likes spending time with me. And he likes to make me laugh. Well, you're right about that, Michelle. All it takes is but he really doesn't care about any of this. He's so unaffected by it, and I'm actually like impressed because it's not that he doesn't understand it, because he does.
Right.
And he understands it, I think, more than they do. And he said this up here on panel, but last night we were really, getting into details about the stuff that they said and all this mess. And he said, I've sat back because he watches a lot of times when he doesn't, and he doesn't say anything. He was Candy, because he's tired of it. Oh, that would be fantastic, Shadow Dancer. But he's just tired of the monotony. It's like just nonstop, bullshit, the same stuff. And Dana, boom, exactly. So we were talking about this last night, and he said, baby, it's so easy to see what they're doing. He said they're literally just trying to ostracize you, and they don't want you to have any support. They don't want you to have anybody that makes you feel good. They don't want you to feel good. They don't want you to laugh. They don't want you to smile. They want you to be miserable.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't want you to be happy.
No, and he's right. They do. Yeah, the psychologist in him. Exactly. Oh, but he's not a psychologist. He's not going to be a psychologist, according to Scotty. According to Scotty, he couldn't practice here as a doctor. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Take your sagging ass titties somewhere else. I can assure you yours hang lower than mine. You over there laughing about it.
Yeah.
Your old ass. I don't think they would want to do that, Lyndon, but you know, it's just, it is what it is. Well, and that's what I'm saying, Ika. He doesn't say much on panel just because he doesn't want to entertain it, and he doesn't want to, as he says, give it air.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like he doesn't understand every. I guess they think he's that, and I guess that's one of the things that infuriates me the most, is that ever since we started talking about them, it, you know, it's like they act as if anybody from this country is an absolute idiot. That they have no intelligence, that they don't know what they're doing, that they don't know what they're talking about, and that they're somehow just some dumb scammer that goes after every woman on the internet. But, oh, and then last night, you know, they were saying, oh, he's putting in work, he's putting in work, he's putting in work. Yeah, he is, but not for the reasons that they think.
Right.
And you're right. And you're right, Lisa, they do. They do underestimate him and all of the rest of them, because most of these guys are much more mature and intelligent than anybody on this platform.
Why are they like generalizing people as a whole anyway? It's like, it's just bananas to me.
Candy, when he first came in here, he was silly and full of laughter, but I have noticed he has been very quiet. Well, he has, and that's not only because of them. That's because right now, for those of you who don't know, and he's probably going to kill me, but right now is a very important religious time for him. And there are certain things during that time frame that he can't do, say, participate in. And so he has to be more careful.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. And that's, you know, all I'm saying about that. It's none of their business. If they want to know, then freaking educate yourself. So
yeah, they're good at that, you know.
Oh, absolutely. They're good at making assumptions, just like her saying that, you know, oh, he wouldn't be able to be a doctor. Are you an idiot? Do you have any idea where he goes to college? And she was over there saying he'd have to go to school for at least 6 to 8 years. Do you know how college works in other countries? No. I'm not even sure that you know how it works here.
Yeah.
Obviously you don't, because you thought Kim went to an online college.
Well, and I didn't go to law school at all. Don't you know?
Oh, I can't.
There's one I hadn't had since like the very beginning, but yeah.
Yes, I got 8 days left. Yep, 8 days left. Well, we have here 8 days, there's 7, but yeah.
Well, and I don't know specifically how it works either, but I'm just saying, like, my doctor went to school, and grew up in India, so something, you know.
Well, and you look at how many doctors in the United States.
He didn't have to go to whole new schools when he got here. There was
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You look at how many doctors in this case, you know, in this country are from other countries. Trust me, Ika. Counting the days. And if you know, you know. But anyhow, and Blue Riders, that's what I'm saying. If you look, so in a lot of other countries, and I'm not talking specifically about Pakistan, but in other countries, because one of my best friends went to college in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Because that's where her family was stationed.
Yeah.
And she has her doctorate, and she is a a psychologist as well.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't have to go to school as long there as you do here to get the same degree. And the reason is because they condense their studies. They don't have all of these filler courses in most of these, well, in some,
Right.
not most, in some. Okay. Anyhow, so like here, you have to take these core classes, and then you take the things that are actually specific to your degree. But in some countries, you don't have to take all these filler courses. You concentrate solely on whatever field it is that you're going into, because the filler courses you take when you're in high school to whatever. And even in some countries, you focus on what your degree is going to be when you're in high school to get ahead of the game. So they don't necessarily have to go to school as long as you do here. Because, with most doctors and residencies and all of that stuff, you typically have to go to school 8 to 10 years.
Right.
And you don't necessarily have to do that in other countries. And it's not because it's any less of an education. In some ways, in all honesty, I think it's more, because you're more focused on what you're actually going to be practicing instead of having all this junk that's not going to do you anything. It's not going to do anything towards your degree or what you're actually going to be practicing. So I think it's a better concept. But here, they want you to have all those classes because then they can charge you more and keep you in school longer.
Amen to that. So true. Sally Mae owns my ass. College is expensive.
It is very. No, Lynn, they don't know that. No, they're ignorant. So I haven't watched Robbie's live, nor have I watched Nikki's, but I've been told several things. And his yes, Jackie, perfect example. You don't have to take a music class to be a surgeon. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. The electives aren't there. It's just focused primarily on what you're going to be studying. So apparently Robbie went live, and surprise, surprise. And the title is Kim is the reason Natasha's channel got struck.
Ah. Why? I don't know. I didn't see any of that, but I did fall asleep with YouTube going on the Chromecast. And I woke up to yelling, and it was actually Granny Fanny this morning doing a parody of it. So I have a generalized idea.
Okay, so fill me in. Because I have no idea.
Well, yeah. So, no, it comes down to because because there's strikes going through on other people.
Gotcha.
So yeah, and but no, I mean it sounded like it was just railing at both of us. So
he's just, well, that's true, Jackie.
Well, there you go. I woke up to you screaming on my TV.
That's actually pretty
and then I heard my name. I'm like, what the fuck? It took me a minute to orient, and I was like, oh, and I look at my phone and saw it was the Amy and Granny show. I'm like, oh, okay, so Granny.
Let me see if I can get the transcript if it's on there.
Doing the rundown.
It's Kim's fault. Natasha got struck. 2 hours worth.
Oh, he went for 2 hours.
Oh, he's back with his crazy eyes. That's what it says.
Yeah.
Is there a transcript? No. That's interesting. None of them have transcripts anymore.
Yeah, I feel like the last couple that I've looked for transcripts, they didn't have them. I don't know if it's taking longer to process or if there's some option people are turning off, or what's going on?
I don't know either. That's weird.
Oh my gosh, Lyndon, I didn't even think of that. Wasn't he supposed to have a grinder date last night? I guess they canceled him. No wonder he was so bent, huh?
Oh my God. All right, so I'm gonna play this and see what it says.
Good morning, Dawn. What are you doing up this early? Good morning. How are you doing, lovely?
Ew.
It's great to see your beautiful face.
You can't see her face.
How you doing?
It really looks like a rat.
Okay. So anyways, good morning. Or good late evening, if you're myself. Okay.
Late
I
evening.
hope you're doing good. Happy Pride. Actually, the Pride Parade, I think, starts... Hey, Siri, what time does the Denver Pride Parade start today?
2018 Denver Pride Fest was from Saturday, June 16th.
Dude, did I say anything about 2018? Hey, Siri, what time does the 2020...
And Ruth Ann's in the comments. NC already has a new channel, NC Anonymous. Well, you were a little late on that one. So let's fast forward here and see what this says.
So back in what? 1997, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Sarah Michelle Gellar,
Oh
Freddie
my God,
Prinze
shut
Jr.
up.
And
Nobody cares.
the last movie, Sydney had like her daughters were being pushed in. By the way, Captain Kangaroo, you doing good? Is he okay? Oh, you know, he gets a letter from the killer in the last. I just think people should maybe try something else. True crime, I can say this. It is, next to drama, it is the laziest form of content, in my personal opinion, that you can put out on any platform. It's so fucking easy. All you got to do.
He can't strike you for audio either. If I'm playing audio and I'm stopping it and starting it and talking, he can't strike you for audio. If he does, it's considered an invalid strike because I've had a bunch of people try it. Merb specifically. And actually, she got a strike on herself for trying to strike me for playing her voice. And here's another thing. I don't care if he strikes it. When I said I have 80 other channels, I wasn't kidding. And here's the thing about the true crime content and what he just said. He obviously thinks that true crime content is easy because he has no idea how to do it. True crime content is probably one of the most difficult things to cover because not only do you have to be thorough and accurate, or at least you should be, you have to make sure that you keep the right mindset about what you're looking at, because that stuff, some of it is awful. Ava, he doesn't have content other than him humping the floor or his couch.
Do is plaster a headline up on the screen and boom, you've got content for fucking years.
Really?
And when you think about it, there's actual lives that have been affected, not just the ones that were deceased or missing, but their families are watching. And yeah.
And yeah.
And it's a lot of, there's a lot of money to be made there too. That's the motivation, in my personal opinion. When I was doing true crime, well, I don't like to say I was doing true crime. When I was doing paranormal stuff and a lot of the Chris Watts stuff was really the only true crime I really was interested in, I was making good money. And I wasn't even fucking trying, really.
Because he was piggybacking off his best friend.
Anybody that says on here, like, money or Robbie Griffs and stuff. No, if I want money, I'll ask you. That's how you'll know I want money. I'm not going to disguise myself as some advocate for a missing person. No, if I need money, I'll say, hey guys, would you like to donate? It's that simple. You don't have to use a dead person to do that. So, yeah, how many confessions did Chris Watts have? God only knows.
2.
Chris Watts did form a lot of these relationships on here, a lot of these enemies on here. That case, it just brought crazy people together, and now they're not fucking going away. So, you are a true crime creator if you do your research not using news reports or other BS. Yeah, don't be lazy if you're doing it and just stream the news or something. Like, come on. I mean, when I was doing the main reason I was so interested in the Watts case is because it was very close. I was able to go out to Survey and that house and Lazy Dog and NK's house and stuff and do the drive. So to physically go and see all that kind of stuff was really interesting. That's why you haven't seen me really talk about any other case that's not in Colorado, because I like to go on the scene. You know, that's exciting and people want to see that. So showing them that stuff is interesting to them.
Yeah.
Anything else is like, yeah, I don't just want to sit there and talk about everyone's opinion. Are your opinions interesting? Not really, no. No. I mean, I guess some people.
Here's the link. If anybody else wants to come up, Granny Fanny, Amy, Tiffany, if you're here.
Oh, that's weird. That's weird, Ika. Well, should be interesting. Apparently his little people finder tool isn't working out for very well.
Well, and that's what I'm saying, Renee. He was involved in the drama, not the actual. I mean, all that he did was go to the house, and he was literally like Mexie's sidekick.
Yeah.
He's.
Well, remember back then, though, too, he claimed to be like kind of clairvoyant.
Oh, yes, he did.
Yes. He'd do readings and shit on his channel. It's weird. Like psychic readings, you know?
His intuition, isn't that what he says? I was
trying to that's right. Yes, there.
I've been sitting here trying to figure out what freaking word.
Yeah, because he never used those words. Intuition, that's what it was. He's intuitive.
No, he's really not.
No, Shadow Dancer. I mean, I literally, I hope he does. For what? She blocked me on the internet. She deleted my comment on the internet. She was mean to me on the internet. We have no fewer at this point than 3 separate occasions that he was threatening false welfare calls to our house and made sure to say it in a very obvious way. So there's nothing for him to call on. Everything that he assumes about Crafton is projection. Crafton's not on probation.
Oh, no, Ava. No, Ava. Absolutely. Listen, here's my thing about it. And anybody that's watched me for any length of time knows that, you know, I do spirit boxes. And actually, Crafton found all of my old spirit box sessions. Yes, and I'm going to upload them to Rumble at some point this week. I'm actually excited because of the one with Dee Dee, because that one freaked me the F out. Mm-hmm. But my mom has something. She sees things sometimes that turn out to be true and whatever. And I've always just thought she was crazy, so I never, really talked much about it. But when I was doing the Micah Miller case, and we captured whatever the hell we captured on camera. We talked about that a lot over on TikTok. So no, I have no issue with anybody who is clairvoyant, telepathic, whatever. No, I didn't see his post and don't care. I'm sure it's some more riveting stuff.
Some people are really interesting because
The hell.
What's up, baby JoJo?
Hi, everybody. I could wrap Bob out in about 30 seconds if you want.
Give us the.
I'll give you the whole lowdown. I'll try snitch on Bob. He said he was going to call the Monmouth County Sheriff's Department
Ooh.
and everybody involved in your town, and he's going to alert them
Yeah.
that someone with an RO could be drinking or smoking marijuana.
Oh, well,
Then
Crafton
Crafton's gonna be in jail.
Oh, well, except for Crafton does neither of those things, and Crafton was off probation in January.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm
Oh.
like, I hope he does, honestly.
Well,
'cause he
I'll
keeps-
just say that he does do those things. How's that, bitch?
Right.
No.
I'll
He
lie.
is
I'll
making
cheat.
posts.
I'll break the rules.
Somebody has sent him an email
Mhm.
who is an absolute dumbass. Please go look at my Facebook group, which is the only group I have.
Mhm.
Someone, a mole in her private chat, just asked me to send you a note letting you know they are hollering, "Now it's on, Robbie." And she will be
Oh.
using NC Anonymous YouTube channel. And here's a screenshot of Crafton's up to something comment. "Hi, Robbie. I wanted to give you a heads up. I'm still friends with a few people at Natasha's, and they are, listen to this shit, y'all, and they are going through your videos one by one, reporting all sexual content. They're doing it in sections. Like one gets certain videos, then the next person gets videos.
Oh my gosh.
Trying to get your channel down bad. I don't want you to lose your channel. I hope you're doing good. If I hear anything else, I'll let you know. These people are the dumb as fucking rocks.
Sounds very Robin Swan-esque.
Yeah, is there like a workflow that I got left out of? I'm kind of hurt.
And he said, "Natasha's moles are good to me. Tell me more about that loyal community." Shug. Hey, Robbie, I can assure you this ain't none of my community. It's some dumbass who's making
Trolling
this shit up
him.
because
Yeah.
it hasn't even happened.
Trolling him because I'm sure he stayed up all night worried about it.
If you
And
think
driving.
that I am sitting up looking at your dumbass videos one by one, going through them looking for something, number one, every video you make could be reported for sexual content. You just literally posted 2 things from somebody anonymous as if it's a flex. You're a dumbass that got played and posted it.
Shadow Dancer, let's hope. You know what I mean? Let's hope.
It's
He
an
does give it a
idiot
good try.
delivery. Yeah, I'm sorry. I ain't had time to do this because I've got actual stuff going on. I was late coming on here because I was on the phone with somebody about the crap that's going on with all the gypsy mess.
So did he ever get around to making the connection how I'm responsible for him bitch striking Natasha?
He, as far as I heard, no, he just blamed you for driving across the country and picking up Crafton,
My
and
husband's
then
right.
your husband, and then also, you know, you have to berate you for that.
Mhm.
Onward to calling the prosecutor, the sheriff's department, and notifying the town. I don't know what the town municipality would have anything to do with it, but yeah, he's notifying the sheriff. I'm good friends with the sheriff down there, Bob. I'll give him a call tomorrow and tell him that you're some methed out, crazed lunatic who spread syphilis stage 3 around Denver on Grindr and Sniffies, and he's going to be calling him. You know, if he calls, just have him arrested immediately.
Mm. Well, our municipality already knows because, of course, he's threatened this twice, only for false welfare checks, which he made perfectly clear. So, of course, we followed up, see if any calls came in or anything. So they already know about that. But the sheriff is a new one. That's so funny. They don't even have like jurisdiction over us. We're incorporated in our little town.
Yeah, well, he says they do.
Yeah. Well, then, don't you know?
Well, you know that he knows everything, just like Scotty and whoever those other two idiots, on panel last night know everything.
Mm-hmm.
Then they know nothing.
He pretty much blamed Kim for it all. Said it's all Kim's fault in Grafton.
He's a little triggered, it sounds like.
He was triggered. 4 a.m. wake up, and he was right out like a rocket.
Oh my God. I don't think he slept. When was there
4
time to
a.m..
sleep?
I was just going to sleep.
He was vaping and coughing and vaping and then bitching people out and yelling and screaming, putting up community posts and reading them off how he would never do anything because when he broke apart and Natasha had a fight with Nikki, he was going to stay Switzerland. And he loved both of these women. But I guess, since he, went after Natasha's family members and made fun of people in her family, I guess he really didn't love them too much, both equally.
Oh.
He didn't even know my children's name.
It was a wild time.
Never my friend. Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
Neffy.
And apparently Nikki went live too. And my God, it's like the dumb get dumber as we go along.
I believe these people don't sleep. I mean, Nikki's old, and I mean, if you factor the meth use in, like Bob's body's like 80. You know what I mean?
Listen, I've never even smoked a cigarette or been drunk, and I only getting 2 hours of sleep the last few freaking. I'm about dead.
Have you tried 5-HTC with dopamine? I'm sorry. Have you tried the 5-HTC with dopamine that Bob's taking now?
Oh,
I
God.
don't even know what that is, but no, I don't just try things.
Oh, that's what you were referring to this morning.
Yeah, he held up the whole bottle. He held up the
I
bottle
can
of what he's
sleep.
taking.
Hey, Laura. Yeah, I could sleep if I wasn't otherwise occupied, but there's not enough hours in the day.
Sponsored by 5-HTP.
5-HTC or HTP? Is it HTP?
I don't know, actually.
I think it's 5. Yeah, 5-HTC with dopamine. Look up the side effects of this shit he's taking. It's wonderful stuff.
Let me go look this up. Yeah, I've got to look.
That's just what he needs.
Yeah, 5-HTC with dopamine. He's taking it every day in place of his Effexor and his Wellbutrin that his insurance plan doesn't cover anymore. He's off his insurance. So now it's
$17,000.
Yeah.
Well, he had insurance still through his company until his meds ran out recently, I guess. So now he's kicking like mom's chicken. He's kicking from Effexor and Wellbutrin. He's getting brain zaps and feet zaps. He's got zaps in his feet.
Wow. Yeah, but with 17 grand, you should be able to just pay out of pocket till he gets that worked out.
Yeah.
Except for he's probably out of money.
And I wasn't lying. He really did get a free female sex doll from Amazon.
Oh my God.
Free.
Wow.
This says the most common side effects include heartburn, stomach pain, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, drowsiness, muscle problems, and sexual problems.
Oh, well, he brought that up yesterday, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
He is sweating.
He's having problems jerking it. That's what he said.
Really? How do you have problems like that?
I don't know.
Is it noodling up, Bob, from meth? Sometimes you get that noodle action with that stuff,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, that drowsiness side effect doesn't seem to be kicking in, though.
He's shellacking on the chapstick an awful lot.
Yes. Natasha pointed that out yesterday.
Listen, I'm all about lip gloss, right? I have to keep my lips. I can't stand for my lips to be dry. And like I'm all about putting some lip gloss on, but he legit, it's like he's like grinding it into his lips when he's putting it on.
He's putting all these Jersey guys out here to shame.
Dude,
Yeah,
just
really.
put more Vaseline. Seriously, that's what I mean. If you're gonna cram the stick of freaking
It's like
chapstick into your mouth, just get a jar of Vaseline, put some on a finger, and rub it on your lips.
Yeah, he's angry putting on the chapstick. Yeah.
It's not like you don't know how to apply Vaseline.
Thanks for
He's got the P. Diddy discount at the Vaseline store.
Exactly. I mean, dang.
Touche.
He said because he's been sick with a cold, he has no desire to be sexual or play with him.
Ew. That's fun. That's an overshare. Not interested.
So, it sounds like that stuff is working wonders for him.
Yeah.
Ew.
It's funny, like people like Bob try to replace, like if you just Google what meth does to your body, it's all the symptoms Bob's experiencing. He stops making dopamine, your serotonin shuts down, melatonin, all that stuff shuts down. And Bob read an article on what meth depletes from the body and decided, I'll just replace it with 5-HTC dopamine, and I'll be serotonin infused, save Robbie, like I
But
always was.
do you think he might be trying to kick in preparation for probation?
You know he is. He's trying to rinse and cleanse. That's what he's doing. He's doing a cleanse.
Yeah.
Well,
Because he better piss clean on the second.
Yeah.
well, what he said last night, or in that one that we watched yesterday, was pretty telling. When he said that he had to stop drinking ahead of time. Okay, number one, unless you're drinking frequently, why would you have to stop drinking before you go to your next court date?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't it get out of your system by the morning after if you stopped the day
Not only
before?
did that, but it almost sounded to me like he was trying to detox
That's more like it.
Yeah.
beforehand so that he didn't go through, DTs while he's in jail. Because he said he didn't know what was going to happen. He was hoping it would just be probation, but if not, he wanted to make sure that whatever. And I was sitting here thinking,
Boy, if he was
Okay.
drinking that much where he's going into the DTs,
that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I'm over here like, okay, so wait a minute. So you're drinking so much that you need to stop drinking. I don't even know when his court date is, but I mean, today's the 29th.
That'd be July 2nd.
Okay.
Courtroom number 7 in the 4th District, Weld County.
Thank you for that.
Do they stream?
Yes.
Well, alrighty then.
Amy's got the info. We'll be scrolling it across our ticker when we go live later.
Well, maybe I might have found my new case.
New true crime case. There you
There
go.
you go.
He was just bitching about your true crime coverage,
I know, right? And how, all you do is put up headlines. So, hey, Laura.
Hi. So, real fast. Yeah, I listened to that and what you guys are talking about, and he sounds exactly like he's trying to withdraw from alcohol. I'm a recovering alcoholic myself, 13 years sober, and I will say, when I was arrested 14 years ago for DUI, and I blew a .24, which is 3 times over the legal limit, and the officer said to me, I can almost guarantee you, I was very sick. I mean, alcohol was my kryptonite. The officer said to me, I guarantee if we took you to the hospital right now and then days after, your consistent blood alcohol would be around this number, because of how I drank. So him trying to detox and flush himself out when is his court date? The second? Yeah, so
in 3 days.
So
What
he
is
he has like 3 days left. And meth takes about the same amount of time, maybe a little longer. I mean, meth it's mentally addictive. It's not physically. So that's a little easier to get off of if you can stay headstrong. But I also work in the field now too, so that's where it's not just my own personal experience that's saying, I think I know what I'm talking about. I do work in it, but yes, I think he's going to be in a lot of trouble if he doesn't have the alcohol out of him. Today, I listened to just literally 3 minutes because I was wondering what his title got me. It was Kim's fault that Natasha's channel got struck, and I did hear him say that he will pee drug test on every live. He'll fill an Amazon wish list with drug tests that we'd all have to purchase for him, and he would drug test live.
Wow, what a treat.
As long as we bought
if
the
you-
drug test.
Yeah, if we would, but you mean to tell me that you can't have somebody else's bottle of clean piss under your desk and pour it in that cup? I mean, he can't pull a.
Well, what kind of alternative universe is he living in? Like the minimum he's going to get is probation. Why does he got a piss test for us? Like save that shit for your probation off, and they don't care. They're not going to let you do it at home.
I have no idea. Well, no, because people are saying that we're saying he's not clean, and people are saying he's not clean, he's not sober, this, that, and the third.
We're
I don't know.
talking to shadows in the corner of the room and like cockroaches crawling on his floor. So
I have no idea.
He's whipped out his Schwanzstücke before, so I demand full Schwanzstücke urinating, upload it to Google Photos, and put a tiny URL link on it, Bob. Full Schwanzstücke urinating.
Oh no!
Yes, I see you, Kiki.
I don't know
Oh
if
God!
I'll ever see his peepees again. I don't know.
Yeah, I shut it off after that. But in that comment yesterday saying that he's been having allergies or a cold and he hasn't felt sexual or felt like quote playing with himself. I was like, I'm done. I don't even know why I clicked on his lives. Like who says that
That's so much information.
publicly? That's so
yesterday
humiliating.
He said he was going to go jack off when the live
He
was
did,
over. And
yeah.
I'm like,
He said-
ugh.
He's like, I think I'm going to finish this and go, you know.
I don't know. Beats me. But
Well, like it's a new blow up doll too. You never know. You might be experimenting.
yeah, that's true.
He did say he had a not blow up, but like a life size doll. I don't know if it's like a real doll or he doesn't have the money for a real doll.
Right.
They're like 10 grand.
How the fuck would Amazon like be like, hey bro, this is your free, you know, bonus gift. Like how what are you ordering from there that's your bonus, you know?
Well, he claimed that they sent him a female doll by mistake. Pretty big mistake. So they sent him a male doll for free, and he got both for free. So he's got a little rubber couple living under his bed.
Aww.
Yeah.
Built-in three-way waiting to have. That's so great for him.
That's it. The Say Robbie twins. They're like the Bopsy twins, the three of them.
He'll never be
Great for
lonely
him, but
again.
nobody else, because you know that it's going to be drug outs at some point.
Yeah, it'll make an appearance on a live eventually, if it hasn't already.
Ew.
Ugh.
Well, this is true, Tim. It's old. Definitely, if you have strep throat for 3 months, there's an issue.
Well, just that cough alone. It's like, it's like, you know, like I said,
And it was constant.
oh, siren, we got a wet cough going on. Like, come on.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. It was bad.
Well, that's true too. Like Scotty's $200 chocolate bar fund.
Did she get her Kit Kat last night?
I don't know.
We don't know yet. No updates on the
No
Hershey.
clue. And I'm going to bring y'all's attention really quickly to mine that's scrolling across the screen because I desperately need to go to the casino. Maybe tomorrow.
Give a bish a day off. Tip a bish.
Tip a bish.
I was looking last night. I have not taken a day off in 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while.
No, you haven't. You've hardly slept in 3 weeks either.
That is very true.
That's early relationship shit, though. I'm like,
You'll get.
I'm like, remember those days when you just didn't need sleep because you had the other thing?
Oh, I need sleep. I need sleep.
Tasha, you'll get to the casino, no lie, and you'll be like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to the casino." You'll walk in your room and face plant the bed and not even put a single dollar. Oh my God!
Because he'll be blowing up my phone.
You literally, oh my God, you'll face plant.
He was cracking me up earlier because this time difference is a bitch. I just want y'all to know. Because he's 10 hours ahead. So, like right now, it's 6:41 p.m. here and it's 4:41 a.m. there. So when it's daytime there, it's nighttime here and vice versa. And Jesus, take the wheels, y'all. I'm
couldn't do it. Well, I could do it. I'm on the same sleep schedule as you, and for no reason.
Well, then he said, "Okay, I'm going to try to start sleeping all day and staying up all night." I said, "You cannot sleep all day and stay up all night." Oh my God!
Early Celebrity relationships are so great. It's like, let me just adjust my whole sleep schedule for you.
He is in my future. Yes, Tom. He certainly is. Yes, yes. He's in all of our
Oh, that's
future.
funny. Oh man. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. I'm curious to see what happens with Robbie. Oh, and Robbie did tell his DA, maybe? I forget who it was. He did say this part today. Did hear this. He was gonna give him a list of names like Natasha Cooper, um, Kim Cole Barnes. Oh, Kim Ann Cole Barnes. I don't know if your middle name is Ann or not, nor do I care.
No,
Kim.
it absolutely is not. That's why I said his people finder needs to get an update.
Okay, well, yeah.
Wrong.
Amy and Tiffany, all with the last names, and let them know in advance that he has online haters, and that if those people call to report anything, to let him know immediately so he can take them to court, sue them. I don't know.
For making a phone call
Apparently,
to a public agency.
Yeah.
that's what he said.
Bob doesn't think things through. When you open your mouth like that to your probation officer, he plans on, as soon as he gets a probation officer, he's going to warn him. We got Amy, Tiffany, Crafton, and Kim, Natasha Cooper, all coming after me because that PO is already going to know this guy's history. He's already going to be. He's already going to be on a random drug screen program. You know that.
Yep.
So this guy's going to be what a typical tweaker. Look at this guy trying to lay down. He's laying down some covering fire so I don't come after him. Buddy, you have no idea what you're up against.
Well, not only that, but when you do that, when you tell them things like that, do you think they don't pay it any attention? No, they
Listen
have to.
everywhere.
Anything else? If somebody reports something and you're literally supposed to be supervising somebody, they have to look into it to make sure that it's not true.
Yeah.
You're an idiot.
And in general, though, I mean, how's that going to go? Like, we all have had experiences where, in real life, you try to explain anything going on YouTube and you sound like a nut job.
Yeah.
Like, how's that conversation going to go before he reams out his names, They're mean to me on the internet. You feel me?
Well, they're probably going to call it a 5150. He's probably going to get a trip to the psych ward.
Right.
He's trying to explain this to anybody.
Mm.
Can you imagine that? He goes to the PO, unleashes all this stuff about YouTube, and he goes, all right, I'm going to schedule for a psychiatric evaluation. And then we'll have the drug screen. He's going to have to call them up every day and get come in for a piss test or not.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in New York, Granny Fanny?
Yeah.
I figured. I'm in Boston, so I recognize that.
I recognize that. I got yours right
New
away.
York.
Don't
I
you
knew
worry, baby.
When you said he's gonna get a cut, you were gonna say color. I was like, that's what it's like around here.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna get. It's called Codaphone, buddy. You got to call in every day. Welcome to probation.
See if your color's called.
Bless it. Good old probation.
Well, that's the thing, Amy. And like yesterday, when Kim and I were listening to his live that he struck because he's a pussy, he said, I literally played him saying that about the essay that he says didn't happen.
Yeah.
But he has somehow concocted an entire family history of mine that doesn't even exist.
That was bizarre. That was super bizarre.
So weird.
I cannot wrap my brain around it, y'all. Like, when I got off of here yesterday, before I went to, I was just like, is this real? Like who does that? Because I never talked to him about anything personal. He didn't even know my children's names.
Yeah, that was really bizarre.
I still can't wrap my brain around it. Of where that story even came from. But then again, who knows where most of his stories come from?
The cockroaches.
Well, maybe so. So what was Nikki's live about?
Did anybody see Nikki?
I didn't venture anywhere near there. I haven't had a lot of time. I've been lucky to catch yours, and I've been falling asleep kind of halfway through at night, and then finishing in the morning.
Hey, Lorraine. Well, Lyndon, here's the thing. It didn't take y'all that long to see him for who he was. Y'all, none of my mods liked him.
I will say, me, at like being a recovering alcoholic and working in the field, way back when in the Watts days, I spoke to Robbie one time through Facebook Messenger on a call, like about drinking and whatnot, and I was trying to like. He thinks the conversation. Remember recently he said that I did cocaine and all this stuff, and I never done coke in my life. I don't know where he got that. I was an alcoholic, and then I relapsed with opiates after I had back surgery 10 years ago. But it was a very short stint. I have no idea where he got that. And I was trying to like tell him, like, you need to go to a facility because alcohol and benzos are the only things that
can kill you. Yeah.
They're the only two. You might feel like you're dying from heroin or fentanyl or whatever, but they are like scientifically the only two things, and it's because they work off the same brain receptors. When you go to detox for alcohol, they detox you with Librium, which is a benzo.
The Librium Shuffle.
Yeah. Oh my God. I was just going to say, I literally did the Librium Shuffle for a week straight. I know. Like, I swear to God, oh my God, it's a good thing you don't get that on the street because that was, I will say, that was the best part of detox.
Yeah. Some of us real slick people used to fake being alcoholics when we went in there, so they give us Librium.
Yeah.
They knew better. We weren't as smart as they were.
I was very sick, but no, I was too naive too. I just went there. I had to get sober.
Yeah.
My life was literally, I wouldn't even be here today.
Oh, but Jilly Bear, Scotty knows about the doctor and how the medical system works with people who get their degrees in other countries, because she's all-knowing and omnipotent.
You know what I always wonder, though? I got to ask you this, baby JoJo. Why does he never speaks on you, or like rarely?
Yeah, he avoids me like the plague because he doesn't know my address. Yeah, he doesn't know where I live anymore. I moved back in 2021 out of Ocean Grove, and that was the last anyone ever saw of me.
I can't believe you lived in Ocean Grove.
I know, right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Home of the newlywed and the nearly dead.
I was just going to say the old people, yeah.
Yeah, I was surrounded by old folks.
I mean, beautiful town, but I'm like,
gorgeous.
You don't seem like an Ocean Grove guy.
No, I'm not. Temporary. 5 years I spent down there. I got out of prison, had to go there, and you know what I'm saying? It was a rough life.
Yeah, that happens.
Nah, it wasn't a rough life. I wound up just taking care of my uncle's house for him while he was sick.
Oh, anyway, Nikki's live. I'm sure it was about Crisps, Natasha, and Kim. Maybe Crafton, based on her community post.
And she made another one.
Chomping and all
that. Well, that seems to be all that she does.
She waits till she's live to eat. It's really odd. Odd shit.
It's very strange.
I've always chalked it up to behavior that she doesn't give a shit. So if she's eating while she's live, like she doesn't care about. She's not bothered. Look at me. Look at me. I'm chomping away on cheesecake while I'm live.
Like it's casual.
Yeah, you know how Bob goes into his little goofy high-pitched songs? Like that? Same thing.
True.
Yeah, what is that? He was doing that shit last night when we were listening to that. He said, this is what Celine Dion... No, it is not what Celine Dion sound like.
Yeah, I heard she doesn't sound like some guy on helium.
I don't even know that it's helium. I don't know what it is.
Whippets.
It's so weird.
Yeah, I think Whippets go on the other end though.
No, that's amyl nitrate poppers.
Isn't that poppers?
Yeah, poppers go in your they don't.
You're right. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry guys.
Amyl nitrate you inhale. That's like that stuff Rush used to see it in Spencer's Gifts.
Yeah.
That's amyl nitrate. You sniff that up, you get wasted, but it kills 9 million brain cells. It's good for Bob.
That's a whippet.
Yeah, the whippets.
Other end is a popper. I gotta remember.
That's nitrous. Whippets is a nitrous.
Okay.
Makes the kids go crazy.
Mm. Writing it in my notebook. Gotta remember this. I think he has a deviated septum. He's really like, I don't know. Nasally voice though.
It's something. I just can't
Put my finger on it.
Yeah. I just can't figure out what it is, but something. Stupidity?
Could be.
No, that's a given.
There's a lot of stupid people that don't have that voice though.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't quite figure it out.
I don't know.
He sure does hate you ladies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He should.
Takes it out hard on you guys. I thought maybe today he loved me. That's why he doesn't really come after me, Kim.
That could be. I thought that.
It's a possibility.
Maybe
you do the impression, and I think maybe it's hitting a signal in his brain or something.
I never really thought about it. I should play that Weather Channel music tonight and just talk to Bob like I do Natasha Cooper. Oh, Bob.
Well, he watches. He has to.
It's great.
Sure he watches.
You're the chosen one.
Yeah.
I heard that you were gonna get rid of Sweet Cheeks.
I was going to set him free in the woods somewhere in Pakistan with supplies to live for 2 weeks just so I could get, a head start on him. But I bailed out. I was scared.
That's hilarious.
I wanted to set him free in the woods for 2 weeks.
God.
Yeah. I was hoping no one would tell you. I guess Louise Coombs ratted me out.
Not gonna say who did. It was actually not Louise.
One of you ladies ratted me out on Lonnie's back. That's great. I wish you luck with Sweet Cheeks. I really do. I bet it feels good.
It's hilarious, honestly.
Yeah.
The way that they're also
they're so into it. They're so into watching you and this guy's Sweet Cheeks. They're so into they're making bets. There's this, he's that, is the other thing.
Well, that's what I said last night. I told him, I said, you literally are gay, bisexual, married with children, a scammer. I'm scamming you, you're scamming me.
He's AI.
I'm paying him, or he's paying me. I'm not sure for what. And
it's crazy. They don't go. Those guys that do that, the scammers, they don't do a long troll. They go quick. It's quick.
Well, I mean, some of them do, but it's not okay. So, like when they do, they act like I don't know how this shit works.
Right.
But when they do the long cons like that, they're constantly asking for money, but they're coming up with different scenarios that they need the money for. Those people aren't giving any money for anything.
Right. They don't waste time without getting money.
No. And they also don't get involved with the people's families. They stay pretty elusive so that nobody knows them but, the person that they're interacting with. So there's no trail. Yes, Kiki, the mods are in the mod chat. The mods are keeping me updated on it. 2 deceased so far.
They're also very often
Lyndon
broke.
just ratted herself out in chat.
Lyndon, it was you. You son of a bitch. I knew it. They also don't. These kids that do this don't have any money, and they're usually rounded up by a ringleader that has the internet and the phones and everything to make it possible for these kids to do these scams. So they're not going to waste time. If they waste time, they get in trouble or thrown out. They don't get free internet. They don't get computers. Yeah, time is money. Guys, come on.
Oh, and that's what I'm saying. And then, yes.
I'm just saying bye. I'm going to hop down. I'm at the laundromat. Got to go in and get my clothes.
Have a good
All right. Bye. I'll be listening.
Right.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Well, and that's what, we were talking about last night, because if you And there are. I mean, because look at the I was reading what that just said. Lyndon Larkin talked all kinds of shit about him, his R, and he was quiet as a church mouse, and he allows him back in chat all the time. Oh, whatever.
Robbie back in Lycan's chat.
Yeah, but like with Jesus and baby Jesus and their brothers and all that, like they legitimately have time frames that they go live.
Yeah,
it's like
slot.
clockwork. They literally take shifts. I know, Kiki. And they go live at those same times every day, and they stay live for a specific amount of time every day. And I've been watching that, and it's like clockwork. And they literally do not end unless, like, even if it's over their time frame, it's almost like if they don't get to a certain point, they don't quit.
Yeah.
Like they have some kind of quota that they have to meet or whatever.
Yeah, that's kind of what Granny Fanny's describing, and that's definitely not the case with Sweet Cheeks.
No, I mean him and his brother go live, but they go live at the same time sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes his brother and I help his brother sometimes, which is weird because he looks just like him, and well, not just like him, but he does look like him a lot, and he sounds just like him. But Sweet Cheeks doesn't even go live that much. And like he went live this morning, and interviewed me on panel, and then he did 2 battles.
What's it like being brought into his world of TikTok? Like, is it different where the people he has in his TikTok lives?
No, I mean it's hard to understand some of them, but I mean it's gotten to the point that I can understand some of it because most of the people that he interacts with speak Urdu, and so that's what you see in the chat. And then people who come over there because I'm over there, then they don't. So it's just different.
Yeah, the internet's spreading, folks. It's everywhere now.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that. Well,
Yeah.
Nikki know that since she's been on it since 1810.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you would think that by now. No, Candy, I cannot figure these damn things out. Yes, that's exactly what he does. He does it. He does a battle or whatever, and then before he goes live, he says, "Okay, I'm gonna stay live this long, and then I'm gonna call you." Because he normally does it before I go to sleep. Sweet Cheeks is crazy about you. He is sweet.
18.
What is the difference between Rumble and YouTube? It's just 2 different platforms.
Rumble don't give a fuck what you say.
Nope. And I don't have to worry about anything being taken down over there. That's why I'm uploading the Spirit Box sessions over there.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they had a simulcast feature for Rumble.
I do too. Because it's a pain in the ever-loving ass to try to stream it and something else.
Yeah, and I can't remember someone over here though started to just do their content and they almost take it down immediately. It's like they go live over here and then they just upload it over there.
Well, I had started when I went live over here, I would stream to there too, so that way I didn't have to worry about uploading it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't see the comments from there because you have to set up, it's just a pain in the ass. So I'd have to keep Rumble open on one device and StreamYard open on the other. Well, it looks just like him, Lonnie. Rumble is completely free speech. Like they don't censor anything.
Yeah, BitChute's pretty good too. But nobody goes on BitChute anymore.
I was just going to say, I think Crafton has a BitChute.
Rumble is getting, when I first started streaming to Rumble 2 years ago, it was really not that popular and there weren't that many people on it, but it has really grown a lot in the last 2 years, especially like in the last year. I've noticed a lot more people from TikTok who use Rumble. And a lot of the TikTokers who are doing battles are going to favorited, which I'm thinking.
Did you ever do Twitch, Natasha?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I have Twitch too. Usually if I'm streaming, I'll do Twitch, Rumble, and Facebook, and then YouTube at the same time.
I got to jump down and feed the horses, ladies. But Natasha, thanks for having me up.
Absolutely. Thanks for
All right,
coming.
kid. Take care. I'll look
Take
forward
care.
to talking to that prosecutor for you. Don't you worry. We'll take care of
All
it.
righty. Sounds
All right.
fun.
Bye, ladies.
Bye. Yes, Wendy. It's exactly the same as YouTube. You have channels, you upload content, you can go live. Yep, absolutely. No, Peppercorn, that was Granny Fanny. That was just on panel. Yeah, favorited is nothing but battles.
What is it called?
Favorited.
Oh, I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, when TikTok went down, everybody went to favorited, and I made an account there then. I never did it, but they actually pay more over there.
Oh. Are there many people over there, though?
Yeah, there's a lot of people over there.
Oh, okay.
And some people from TikTok battle there too.
See, that's why Aiden calls me a boomer. I have to correct him all the time, but
My kids are just oblivious. All right, so I'm going to play. I want to see what hers was about since we got the gist of his. Because I want to know if there's anything God only knows. And Lonnie, what I heard that Scotty got up on your panel.
on Lonnie's?
Yeah, a little bit ago. Somebody told me that.
Oh, boy.
And listen, do you know what she named her stream last night? Welcome to Nick at Night.
Oh, God.
So,
Clever.
hey, Vic. So, Tasha After Dark, Nick at Night. Really, bitch,
Yeah.
do you have an original thought?
Nick at Night. Wow.
Lonnie,
Like
is that part up on your stream?
Isn't that like a Nickelodeon thing?
Yes.
Yeah, little kids channel. That's befitting right now, Nikki.
I was just going to say, fitting. Correct.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what this
Cringy.
She was only live for an hour. What the?
What am I going to talk about? I don't
Oh my
know.
God, she's humming
Yeah.
and mumbling to herself. It's fun.
At the
Oh, shit.
beginning.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
I'm a princess. I don't know. I guess maybe she thinks that if she goes live when I do, she's going to take some people from watching
Bill's
over
so
here.
funny. Let's see what his live was about.
Bill.
Did she just say Bill's so funny?
Subtitles aren't available yet. What the?
Yeah.
What's going on? Okay. We'll look at that later.
To who?
Hello.
Ika. Live for an hour,
Shut
dead
up,
silence for
Bill.
45 minutes.
About right.
She does a little bit like Merb, because Merb used to just kind of like ramble to herself while she looks through her spreadsheets and stuff. I mean, hers was a lot of filler mumbling and silence too.
I wish I could restream the Lynn's live. Just parts of it, but I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, considering I just struck Lynn's live since I didn't even know it existed.
Let's turn this off. Okay.
I didn't either.
Oh, wait a minute, actually. Let me just give me a
Oh,
minute
gotcha,
here.
Rachel.
Right.
Hello.
This is the same. Y'all, literally.
It's
Three
so
people who
bad.
came in.
It's so bad.
This is horrible.
Oh, okay.
2 people have said hello.
So
Oh, there she goes. She gave you the timestamp if you wanted to listen to the
just
stuff.
scroll down here. This particular live stream is very informative. It's educational, and she has a great way of.
Shut
The
up.
hour that I listened to was phenomenal. It was great. where
Are
we
you
are
still
right
friends with
now.
Lynn, by the way,
This
Natasha?
is YouTube Kim.
No.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Oh,
Just
did I show you this one where it's, Kim
community
says,
post, I want to cause problems.
No, she got mad at me because I made peace with Lana.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what made her hate me in Crafton, too.
Yeah, no, I made peace with Lana in December of 2021, and she got mad and told me that I basically sold her out, whatever, and whatever. I mean, I make peace for me, not for anybody else, and whatever. Lonnie, what's the timestamp?
Here, let me go back. It was 6 hours. It was
29. All right, let me go see.
6:29:18.
Anything's better than this shit.
Yeah.
This is like watching paint dry. Damn, Lonnie, you were live for 7.5 hours. I went in there at one point.
You told me no because I'm like, why would you?
On my other account. One of my many others. I keep hearing birds chirping.
I don't think that's me this time because I'm not in the.
No, I'm pretty sure it's me.
These birds.
This is pretty cool.
Oh, Western Canada, you still like right after lunchtime. Shit. It's 2:00 p.m. over there.
No.
What time is it?
It's 3.
Well, that's not bad. By high tea time, I'll be live.
Yeah, we need to do a tea time.
Yeah, we'll do it at high tea. 4:30-ish, 5, your time. Does that sound good to you?
I don't know, Ruby.
I'm so happy.
Can I ask you, I got this guy Birdo on your live yesterday. You're live yesterday with that dude Birdo. I was laughing so
disgusting. Some dude is fucking batting off backstage.
Oh no.
Lonnie.
Yeah.
Jojo is the hilarious guy on YouTube.
Oh,
he
here we
makes
go.
us all laugh.
Scotty's here.
Scotty, so what do you got to say?
Well, you're the one who called me up here, ma'am.
You're the one that
Hi,
put the
Scotty.
Hang on.
Hemi.
Hemi, stop.
Yes,
so you're
sir.
the one that put the community post up.
Yeah.
I've been blocking I've been putting the link in the chat for the last fucking 2 hours. Where the fuck have you been, bitch? Laugh. Keep going.
Lonnie, I got sent a message about not even 10 minutes ago that you were calling for me to come up on your panel. And then I get over here and you've still got me blocked like a little bitch. And I couldn't see the link. So I had to go switch accounts so I could come back over here and grab the link.
Good. Now you up here? What do you got to say?
What do you want me to say? Ask me a question.
You put a community post up, bitch. You're the one that
will continue to speak
You're
on
the
your
one that
children.
wants to come up here,
Every
Scotty.
time I hear you speak on mine.
You are the one that wanted
Every
to come up here,
time.
Scotty. Come on, bring it.
Every time I hear you speak on my child, I will hurt your fucking feelings about
you.
you.
Hurt my fucking feelings,
Because
will you?
you know what, Lonnie? I raised my kids. Did you? No. No, you didn't. Because you're a piece of shit mom. And we all know that. Everybody knows that, Lonnie. Everybody knows that. Even your friends know that, Lonnie.
You need chocolate to feed your fucking ankles, you stupid.
Oh, Lonnie, what's the matter? What's the matter? Do you think I'm going to come out here and deal with idiots like you for free? No. No, I don't deal with idiots for free. There's a handler in charge.
You are a trailer park.
So I will continue to put my PayPal and my cash.
I'm gonna fucking mute your ass. Shut the fuck up. Why the fuck do you keep bringing my fucking son up, cunt? Why did you do that fucking live stream, bitch? Come on.
Lonnie, you won't shut up long enough for me to even talk. This isn't
Hurry the fuck up and open your fucking mouth and start fucking talking then, cunt. Instead of running your fucking mouth.
Lonnie. Every time you speak about my daughter somewhere, which I heard you last night, I will speak on your kids. See how that works? See how that works? Tit for tat. Tit for tat. I told you a while ago. Why are you acting like a badass now? Because we know you're.
It first, cunt. Remember that fucking community post that you fucking wrote? Oh, it's 3 a.m. Bitch, what, you don't know time zone? Genius. It was fucking tea time here, cunt.
My kids you lost this argument already.
Where's your kids? Oh, that's right. Behind fucking bars, hey, bitch. Come on, fuckhead. Unmute yourself, dickhead.
She lost this argument when she went on and on the way she did about your son on the anniversary of his birthday.
If you're gonna keep muting me,
she already lost this argument. She's just trying.
I'm just gonna go ahead and hop down because if you're not gonna let me talk, why even be up here?
Stop!
Stop fucking muting.
Every one of you, stop right now.
Help him.
If you're too much of a coward to listen to what I have to say, then fuck you, Lonnie. I don't need to be up here.
Suck a fucking dick, bitch.
You're a coward. You're a coward. You're a fucking coward.
I'm a coward, am I?
You are. You're a fucking coward, bitch.
Get on my fucking pedal, cunt. Come on, bitch.
Or do you got the courage to come on mine? No, because you're a fucking inbred fucking piece of shit mother who killed her own fucking kid. That's what you fucking are. Don't be mad at me because you killed your kid.
You
did that, Lonnie. You
did that.
What in the actual hell?
Wow. Should have just said that. Yeah. Wow. Are you okay, Lonnie? Well, I mean, that's the real Scott. That's Scotty. I've heard clips like that of her over the years, and that's pretty on.
Well, I mean, she said so many gross things about my aunt too. I mean, she just goes after anybody and everybody, and she goes as low as she can.
Right. Well, and then she kind of has this act that she does otherwise, you know. But that's always there, just right under the surface. Well, I'd be mad too. We all just heard what she said, you know. And I can only imagine what all she's been saying on her lives and things like that.
It's been pretty gross. She's been going at Scotty about her child for a while. And this is the thing, you know, her and Nikki and Robbie, none of them care about going for people who are deceased. And they come up with the most ridiculous excuses to do so. There is no excuse. None. I was raised better. You don't speak ill of the dead. I don't care what. I don't care. And you also don't bring them up to hurt another person because you can't get to that person any other way. Yeah. And that's exactly what they're doing with Lonnie's child. They don't know anything about the circumstances, only the rumors and the nonsense that they've heard or made up. But then any other time they want to act like there's some, you know, holier than thou, self-righteous pillar of virtue and morals. This bitch ain't got no morals. She has no integrity. She has nothing. She is literally white trash. White trash. Mm-hmm. She has said the most god-awful things about so many people and has done the most ridiculous things to people. Yet she sits on panel after panel and on her own channel and acts as if she's innocent, people have done her wrong, and then she begs for candy.
Yeah. It says a lot.
And she just said, you're right, I'm going to ask for money if I have to deal with you. Well, you don't. See, that's the thing, because you don't actually create content. You're not a streamer. You're not a content creator. You are nothing and nobody but a gossip monger, and a bad one at that. And you think that you're Billy Badass, but you're not. Nobody's scared of you. Nobody's intimidated. I don't give two fucks how many channels of mine you strike or take down. I'll come right back. Could you, Scotty? Nope. Because you're ban evading too, right? Interesting. Rules for thee, but not for me. Not anymore. Not anymore.
The one living in a trailer.
That, bitch. You did that. You did that. You
No, she
did that.
didn't.
Not
No,
me.
she didn't. No, she didn't.
Not me. My
No,
kids are fine. They're alive and well and not in
Scotty.
prison. You goofy fucking bitch.
My
Scotty.
kids.
You want to keep running your fucking mouth. You want to keep running your fucking mouth about my kid.
Scotty,
That's why
Scotty.
I am speaking on yours.
I would
If
do
you want me to
whatever.
speak on yours, don't fucking speak on mine.
Where? Cry, cry, cry. Play the fucking
Who's crying? Who's crying? Who's crying?
Guys,
Who's the
stop.
bitch that spent all day of her dead son's birthday on fucking YouTube worried about what I was doing instead of fucking mourning your fucking dead baby?
I was with my family, fuckface.
No, you weren't fuckface. You were out here.
I was fuckface.
You were following me around everywhere that day. That whole day, you were obsessed with what Scotty was doing.
How the fuck would you know?
If it was the anniversary of my child's death, you would be the last person I was fucking focused on.
What is that to deflect from the fact that she's out here talking shit on the anniversary?
Promise you that, Lonnie. You used that day. You used your own dead kid as a weapon on the.
Shut the fuck up about my
Who
son.
raised your kids while you were
That
in
is
prison?
what you fucking.
Scotty.
Stop,
Who
you guys.
raised your kids while
Somebody's
you were in
trying to
prison?
talk.
Don't be mad at me because you're a piece of shit mother, Lonnie.
Scotty, did your kids
Lonnie.
ever had
Stop.
a full set of twin sheets on the bed growing up?
I can't hear anybody.
Who raised your kids while you're in prison? Do you
No,
know
I
what it's like
wasn't
to
in
raise a
prison.
child?
Number one. I wasn't in prison. Number one.
You fucking dumb skank! How the fuck would you know?
Are you triggered, Lonnie? Are you triggered? Are you mad?
See, Scotty loves
How the
this.
fuck would you know?
Be mad.
You are rubbing
This
a
infuriates
child
me.
in
Be
the
mad.
face.
Be
Yeah.
mad.
You're rubbing
Be
a
mad.
deceased
Be
child
mad.
in the face.
You're
Scotty,
the one
you
that's
already-
mad because you're
Listen,
fucking.
bitch.
I'm not mad at all because I know where my kids are.
Woman, bitch. You're
Hold
the
on,
one
hold on,
triggered.
Lonnie.
They're
You are
all,
the one triggered.
Scotty,
and
where's
I
your
can talk
boyfriend?
to them anytime I.
So
And
can I
if you're
be-
just gonna
How
keep
the
muting
fuck
me,
would you
I'm.
know? How the fuck would you know?
I am
cunt?
gonna go ahead and go because you're a punk bitch, and you
Oh,
gotta keep
you're a
muting me.
punk bitch.
You gotta
Run
keep
away.
muting me
Run away, little
because you're a
sweetie.
punk fucking bitch. So there's that.
Scotty.
Don't be mad at me because my kids didn't die like yours did.
Oh my
Okay?
God.
Fuck
Scotty,
you.
How much money
Oh,
did your boyfriend
disgusting. You know,
come
someone
for?
died because of
Oh,
yours.
she ran away.
Fucking loser.
Scotty, baby, come back, Scotty, baby.
Oh, God, Granny. Stop. Oh my God. Well, what do you even say to that? That was disgusting. And I'm sorry, Lonnie, because I can't even imagine. And I
Well,
think that
number one,
the rage is understandable.
I am sorry that that piece of absolute dog shit said the things to you that she said.
Wow.
Because none of that was warranted.
Just low. It's like sadistic.
Yeah, that was hard to listen to. And I'm going to say this. There's not much lower that you can go than attacking a child. But she took it one step further.
Yeah.
and attacked a deceased child. Knowing how much that hurts Lonnie, that's the exact reason that she did it. And that's exactly why she continues to do it. And why she continues to make posts and go at you and all of the things that she's done. I can't imagine being the type of person that she is, because you would think that living the life that she lives, and well, number one, she got up there and lied because she said she knows where her kids are, when I've seen a post that somebody sent me from Facebook where she's literally begging people to tell her where her daughter is because she's cracked out somewhere. Pretty sure you don't know where your child is, Scotty. And pretty sure your children are a product of you, their mother, who is also a piece of shit. You know absolutely nothing about Lonnie. Nothing. You don't know the circumstances that surrounded the passing of her son. But what you chose to do is use an innocent child to fuel some type of feud that you've created on the internet. For what? Did it make you feel better about yourself? Because I honestly don't know how anything could. You're on YouTube begging for chocolate because you can't afford a candy bar.
Right.
And you want to talk about Lonnie? I'm fairly certain that if she wanted to go buy chocolate right now, she could and would have the funds to do so. That just astonishes me. That was...
It's messed up. It's messed up stuff. Well, and just that, well, I can at least call my kid and talk. Yeah, well, somebody else's kid, they don't get to call and talk to because of yours. So there's that too. It's just messed up.
Well, and that's the thing, Jackie. Yes, her kid murdered somebody, helped to murder somebody. And then her child was missing, and she wants to get up there and scream at Lonnie because Lonnie's child died. I just can't with these people.
It's just so low. And like I said, it's easy sometimes to forget that that's the, that's not, it's not the first person that Lonnie's done that to over a deceased child, by the way.
You mean Scotty?
Scotty, sorry. Lonnie's not the first person that Scotty did it to.
You think you have something for going after deceased family members.
It just makes me wonder what her thing is when somebody has a deceased kid. She hops on that.
A deceased anything. Doesn't matter what it is.
Mm-hmm. But I'm saying specifically she did it to another woman when her daughter died via a drunk driver.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah. And so, this one is extra gross, but it is bringing back some of those things that I heard from that too. And I'm like, this is just in her for some reason. I mean, it's just gross. We see you, Lisa.
I know, right, Lyndon?
Well, and then she took her kids to trash his car, remember?
I don't even think they did it.
Talking to someone else about parenting. I don't know. It's just that's just next level stuff. I'd be screaming and yelling too. Let's be honest. Yeah, she did. But I guess they've made up.
Probably so, Summer.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Crazy. Crazy.
I just don't know how people.
I don't know how she sleeps at night, because if I said that about somebody else's child, I would be scared to death that something was going to happen to mine.
Yeah. When people that know that she behaves that way and sign off on it, I don't know. It's just there's nothing sacred to these people, you guys. There's just nothing sacred.
Absolutely nothing. You're right.
And that's why it's like, you know, as painful as that is to listen to, I'm kind of glad we did, because I feel like Scotty falls through the cracks sometimes, and remembering that there's a reason that she's there. There's a reason that she fits with that little group, you know? And that's because for all her, you know, facade, like that's really kind of what she's made of.
Lonnie, don't ever apologize.
No.
Ever. I don't care about language. You're talking about your child. There is no too much. That's for sure.
No, I mean, I thought the whole time was, I'm like, this is the kind of time where it's like, it's lucky for the other person that we're through a computer screen. You know what I mean? It's like, I can only imagine, like, no, that's why people yell and scream and swear and all the other, I mean, it's all you can do because the person's not in front of you, because those are beyond fighting words.
Y'all, somebody said last night in my live at 1:07, Nabil said, as clear as day, that he was going to kill Scotty for saying his name.
Oh.
It was a direct threat with no laughing or joking tone, in my opinion. The captions clarified that. That is exactly what he said.
Oh. How'd we miss that?
Because the captions are always right. He may have said that. He tells me he's going to kill me all the time, but that's not what he means.
Yeah. I don't remember him saying that.
I don't remember it. Doesn't mean it wasn't, but I'm going to go see now. I guess we're about to have an international incident.
Right, Jackie. I thought they couldn't understand it. Well, now they said clear as day.
Well, just a minute. Like I said, I don't put anything.
Did we talk about Scotty last night? God, don't rely on my memory right now anyway. I'm like, did we talk about Scotty?
At 1:07.
Idiots.
Yeah, and they can't.
Well, I tell you, because this is
Sweet Cheeks being 17 is just a minor inconvenience for Natasha.
Yeah. I can answer this. I kind of wonder why none of her friends had to talk with her just out of concern, because then she wouldn't be friends with them anymore. And she'd go live and call them out publicly, and all their friends that they talk to every day would then turn on them.
Or like, what about people like
Scotty,
let's say
you'll take
Jackson?
whoever
Do
will
you
give
really
you a ride
think that
back to your
Jackson thinks this
trailer
is-
from the beer joint. You don't really got much room to talk.
Natasha, who allow her to say my name?
I don't know.
Why he say my name? I just go and kill her.
Yeah, he did. He just what, babe? He says it all the time.
Why he say my name with his dirty mouth?
I don't know why they say that your name in their dirty mouth.
My name is innocent, and yeah.
They want to seem relevant as well.
Are you kidding me right now? That. That is what that witness protection. You went through the whole transcript of my live. Lyndon is giving private screenshots to Robbie. Good for Lyndon. He is so far from their nutty mentality.
I thought yesterday they couldn't understand him. Oh, the transcript. You better get have Bob
That
get
Witness Protection Club is the one who's supposed to be a member over here who's given me so much money but is now left.
Oh. Okay. Have Bob get Interpol on that one. Is that what he said?
What?
I still don't think I heard it.
No, he said it.
Oh, did he? Okay,
Yeah.
so I didn't catch
He says it. He says it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't. It's not.
I just heard him ask, like, who it was a couple times.
He tells me. He's told me that a million times on the panel. He just says it. It's just something that he says. It's not like he's actually meaning that he's going to go and kill somebody.
Well, he didn't know who was saying it. Anyway, sorry for the yawn. He didn't even know who was saying it. With their dirty mouths.
No, he was just being his usual stupid self, and he said, "Who told them they could say my name in their dirty mouth? I killed them."
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I tell him that constantly, that I'm going to kill him. Both in text and out loud. That's hilarious to me that that's the one thing that he has said that they've taken offense to.
Apparently, it's the one thing they could understand.
I mean, why would Scotty ever be worried? Because she has a long range scope on a rifle.
Yeah, hippie sissy.
Now I'll have to tell him not to say I'm going to kill you. But it really wouldn't matter.
No, I mean, it's clear they're looking for stuff, Natasha. They're clearly just looking for stuff. It's so annoying.
Look what Cromer Princess said.
Yes, I agree with that.
This witness protection is trying to take it into a direction that it isn't.
Yeah.
He did crack me up when he said MFer last night. Listen, no. He has started saying y'all constantly.
See, I haven't heard that yet. I can't wait to hear that one.
Oh my God. Well, they're always racist. I could legitimately from the first time we even mentioned when we first started talking about Schweeb and Jesus and baby Jesus. They've been racist constantly.
Yeah.
Oh, Cromer Princess, I agree. She's a felon with a rifle that's not registered, and she's got a silencer, which is illegal in every state.
Oh my God.
And there's no such thing as a long range scope. And exactly, Jackie, he's going to say what he's going to say. I can't stop him. Hell, I have no clue what's going to come out of his mouth. Report it. Thank you, April.
So these people have been losing their fucking minds for the last 16 hours, is what I gather.
No doubt.
I don't even know what to say. I don't remember being this quiet in a long time. And I'm like, I don't even know what to say anymore. Everyone's out here thinking they're a renegade. I'm gonna call this person. I'm gonna call that. Oh my God, he's threatening to off me. Oh my God, did you hear that? Did you see that? He's 17. It's like we just listened to it again. There's Sarah again saying.
So are you upset because he's a minor, that did that? Yes, Scotty's a felon. Lisa, Jana and I have not been able to get together. She had a family emergency on Friday, and we haven't had a chance to reschedule. Well, Jackie, exactly. So, according to them, I'm grooming him because he's so young, even if he's in his early 20s, that his brain isn't fully developed. So, he can't really be held responsible for anything that he says, right? If we hold to that same premise.
Summer, I never took the bar.
Oh, according to them, you did, remember, 3 times and failed it.
Yeah, I've never taken it once.
That's what that Dawn K said last night.
Dawn doesn't know shit. That is little Voices homegirl, and Voices needs to get her bitch on a leash because they ain't gonna do her any favors. But I've never taken the bar ever.
Y'all,
wasn't what I went to school for. And then Aiden got diagnosed with autism, and at that point, I wasn't going to take on a job that would keep me away for 60, 70 hours a week. I was a single mom up until he was 16. Remember? They got it all figured out though. Doesn't bother
good for
me.
you, Lonnie. So just to give y'all a little news here in my town, I just saw a post from the sheriff's department that this morning a man walking the beach found $500,000 of cocaine washed up.
Oh my god!
25 bricks marked with Yosemite Sam.
Wow.
Holy shit. It really is Yosemite Sam on the packaging.
Oh my goodness.
And
this is near you?
Yes, it's at the beach here. It says,
yeah.
It's like 20 minutes from me. It says, while enjoying our beautiful beaches, if you come across any square groupers, please call us immediately.
I don't know why that's funny.
And do not try to bring them to shore yourself.
Oh my god. Can you imagine?
No.
It's fucking
this is like the 3rd time this has happened in the last year.
It's like dead of summer too. It's like everybody's, got their beach blankets and hauling their coolers down there, taking the kids for a day at the beach. It's like, what's this, Mom? I'm like, welcome to it. Don't try to pull it ashore yourself. Wow.
What in the hell?
Lisa says, let's go to the beach.
Yeah, I know, right? Hell, I'll go walk up and down it.
Oh my goodness.
At multiple times a day.
It's kind of scary.
Very
like I said, look, Mom, white sand. Don't touch that.
I just cannot get this. Jesus.
Yeah, it's happened a few times. Hopefully they're looking for that. There must be some thoroughway that's kind of going near there. Or I wonder if they're dumping it or if something's
Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy.
Michelle says now if they find any cannabis to let her know.
Well, they've had that wash up too. I wonder if they kept any. I got 25 bricks, but there's 26. It's probably a snowbird that found it because ain't nobody else turning that shit in.
Right. No, thanks.
Nobody else is turning that shit in. That had to be somebody from somewhere else. Because I can tell you right now, if they were a resident of this county, it would be up somebody's nose by now.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. That's crazy.
Well, there you go. PSA. You're out at the beach and Yosemite Sam. Just remember that.
I know, crazy. All right, y'all. I'm going to get off of here because I've got to go to TikTok. I've got a big battle at 8 o'clock. So I'm going to go over there and start my live so that I can get everybody in before it starts. It's a best out of 3, and she has a really good team. She's actually from Pakistan. So, and she's going to be there because, yeah. Who is 23?
They're talking about Scotty's boyfriend.
Her boyfriend's 23? Are you shitting me? 23. He's younger than Sweet Cheeks. And she's older than I am.
Mm-hmm. So I was telling you last night. Same thing with Sarah and Lycan. They have a bigger age difference too.
What the fuck? And she sat up on panel last night.
Well, she also sits and talks about my domestic life, which is interesting from her, you know.
Yeah, since he beats the shit out of her all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel, then Sweet Cheeks is still older than him. Oh, Kim, Robbie just went live, and I think your name is in the title.
Robbie's a triggered little bitch. He can keep going live. It's just more fucking evidence.
Exactly. Oh, don't worry. We'll talk about it when I come back. Once I get through the battles, I'm coming back over here.
All right. Have a good
Hopefully,
one.
Hopefully, I don't have to stay on as long tonight.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Keish from TikTok was talking about you two. What? Yaylin, send me a message on Facebook. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all over on TikTok. Bye, everybody.